a little bit later than we normally do. We'll see how you guys like this. And if you guys prefer the old time, we'll do the old time next week. Hi. Hi, Michelle's daughter. Hi, Just Nicole. Hi, Remy. Hi, Clarissa. How are you? Hi, Razy Cranum Girl. I think I saw you on Tumblr. Razy Cranum Girl. Later is nice. Hi, Roderick. Hi, Elevated Goddess. Yeah, so it's 1 hour later. We're gonna watch Saw. Saw. Danny Glover is a main character. We were talking about it. What's up? I think it's on Hulu, too. Hi, Warren. Hi, Chris. Good. How have you been, Clarissa? I know you've been working on Sundays. Are you still working? How's that going? Hi, we just started. Noxic. We just started. We started later? Yes, that one. Jigsaw Creepy Puppet Man, yes. Because we were talking about the first one. Was that last week or week before last? And a lot of people were saying how they never saw it. Hi, Ebony. Ebony, guess what I have just for you? I have some old people cereal that I will be eating. Special K. Just for you. I bought the cereal because it was on sale at the store. And I liked it. And I thought about you. Because you said I eat old people cereal. So I was like, well, I'm going to eat some of my old people cereal during the live stream. Hi, Nikki. Got a different job. You still work on Sundays? Oh, where do you work now? I remember you were saying you wanted to leave your old job. It was like in a factory or something. Hi, Niall. She wrote ew in all caps. This doesn't have raisins. I'm gonna get Special K with raisins for next week. Ebony wrote ew in all caps. Hi, Roderick. Hi, Mar. Hi, Owen. No, I don't have any raisins. I don't have any raisins. If I had some, I'd throw some in here. This cereal was actually really good. I bought this cereal because y'all know I love Honey Bunches of Almonds, and this was on sale, so it was cheaper than the Honey Bunches of Almonds. But it's like exactly the same cereal. And I like it. But just because y'all said I'd be eating old people cereal, and I was eating the cereal, and I was like, damn, this is Special K. Do I eat old people cereal? They might have a point on that one. I don't eat potato salad. Oh, a security job now. Good for you. Hi, Queen. Yeah, Saw today. Hi, the boy in blue. I like the Special K with strawberries. Saw today, for anybody that's going to watch along, I think it's on Hulu. I have a link up. The first Saw, the very first one of the main characters is Danny Glover. It's way better than your last job. Good. I love Honey Bunches of Oats. Nah, I don't have any milk. I'm just going to eat it out of the box. There's not that much left. Hi, Tim. Hi, Young GK4. Of course you eat potato salad, Ebony. I just can't. You don't eat raisins, but you eat nasty, disgusting potato salad. This is coffee with whiskey. Y'all know my Sunday special. My Sunday special, coffee with whiskey. You finally saw Spider-Verse? What did you think? Did you like it? We'll start in 5 minutes. I'm going to start in 5 minutes. Saw the first one. Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex. Alex, I have your email, right? Hi, lover of all things black. Dry cereal is nasty. Potato salad is nasty. Ebony, we're done with your eating habits. Special K out the box. I could never. I guess we all have our own tastes. I eat mustard potato salad. I don't like potato salad either. You haven't seen it? Well, that's what we're going to watch. The first Saw. I'm going to start in 5 minutes. Visually, it was amazing. Into the Spider-Verse was really gorgeous to look at. Oh, thank you, Theodore, for reminding me. I'm going to do it after this, I swear. Hi, Ori. We're going to watch the first Saw. Potato salad is trash. Glad I found someone to agree. You love the the storyline of Into the Spider-Verse. Never had whiskey before. Does it add good flavor to the coffee? Yes, it goes with the coffee really well. Deviled egg, potato salad. Nah, I don't need potato salad. No, we don't have one yet, Clarissa. We're going to start one. We're going to start one for during the week. Got my salmon patty and syrup ready. Yes, Queen Brittany, you're here. We're gonna watch the first Saw. Are you gonna watch? Female Doc Ock was great. Yes, female Doc Ock was great. Potato salad is nasty, Tim. Come on. Okay, awesome, Alex. Good. Because I know we're like, it's later for you now. But maybe that's better for you, Alex. I don't know. Because the extreme time difference. Dry cereals, what's the point? I'm starting the movie in 3 minutes. I'm watching the first Saw. I hate coffee. I think most of you know this by now. Whiskey and coffee is life. Seren got me on that one. It's the best. It is the best. The voice acting for Spider-Verse was on point. It's my computer. The clicking is the keyboard. I have the iPad right next to the computer. Like, right next to it. And you know how the iPad, the camera is like, we'll have it on the side and the camera's on the left, and then I have the computer on the left, so the keyboard. I'm not reviewing that movie. I'm not watching that. Can you? Y'all could chit-chat about it to your heart's content in the comments if you want. I'm not reviewing that. My granny eats salmon patties and syrup. I have heard of people having rum cream with their coffee, but I don't. I just watched Spider-Verse a few weeks ago. It was so good. You're not gonna watch it? Come on, Brittany. Don't be a crybaby. Come on. I'll be here in the comments, but I will not. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I mean, I don't know. Just Nicole, I didn't like that either. I kind of felt like, y'all know how I feel about like romance and like love triangles, especially in content that's like more or less meant for children. I feel like people don't know how to write platonic friendships between like boys and girls and men and women. Y'all know that was like a big thing that I hated about Stranger Things. Like, I don't care for it. Oh, it's on YouTube. Saw is on Hulu with a Starz subscription. Oh, and it's on YouTube. Some salmon patties and grits with slap. Yeah, I did see that, Roderick. That shit was cool. Potato salad is trash forever. I'm starting in 2 minutes. The first Saw. Apparently, it's on Hulu with Starz. It's on YouTube. I don't have a YouTube link. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Potato salad is trash forever. The only exception is potato salad with liberal mustard. And even that is on thin fucking ice. I loved the Prowler song. Did you see the review that I did? Just Nickel, did you watch it before you seen the movie? It had spoilers, I think. I loved the Prowler song. It was like, Oh, I see. It's in 11 parts, I think, on YouTube. 1 of 11. I did not know that the first Saw was directed by James Wan. I did not realize that. I was like, and he also did Insidious, and he also did The Conjuring. And then I was like, you went from the first Saw to Insidious to The Conjuring to Aquaman? I mean, I get wanting to branch out, but that seems like a stretch. But whatever. Yeah, Brittany, have you? Oh, don't play yet. I know you missed so many, Clarissa, but it's totally fine. I know you were working, I remember. Coffee is a no. Hi, Davy Jones Locker. Enjoyed the whole soundtrack overall, but the Prowler theme really stuck out. Saw 1 was great, but the later ones, they definitely became hard to watch. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Sorry, I paused it for a second. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I'm late starting. Hold on. That's good that you've been doing stuff every weekend, though, Brittany. That's fun. We moved it a little bit later, so maybe that'll be a little bit better for you. A lot of people were saying later was better. Yeah, we were talking about Spider-Verse, Davey. Hi, Christy. Oh, Queen said don't discuss it. Okay. That's up to y'all, because I'm not going to watch it. I don't care. Prowler gave me nightmares. Oh, naughty. Yeah, okay, Alex. I see. Whiskey and Coffee is a throwback. Yeah. Oopsies. I'll email you, Alex. It and Stranger Things did the love triangle crap. It got annoying. The combo of spiked coffee and dry cereal is a weird combination. Hi, Sponge Dommy. That Prowler theme gave me goosebumps. Yeah, Sponge Dommy. That Prowler theme gave me goosebumps. Yeah, it was a lot. The first Saw movie was awesome. Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir was a perfect fit. I love it. He was like, why is it always windy? He was like, everywhere I go, the wind follows. And it smells like rain. That should have me on the floor. Thank you. The When I Get Home review. I'm still going to do a follow-up visual review. I got jump scared from the Prowler. I literally saw your review 1 hour after the Spider-Verse. Hi, Vanity. Nikki said, I love the Prowler music. It was eerie and foreboding. Yep, James 1. Yes, we're watching Saw, Sponge Dommy. I'm about to start. Prowler was very good, very effective. On Olivia Octavius from Spider-Verse, was she giving anybody else mad? Oh, Zoe from Attack on Titan. That's an interesting comparison. Conjuring was funny to me. I'm waiting on Pet Sematary. It looks bad, but I'm going to still do it. Oh my God, we about to start, Davy Jones Locker. That second trailer for Pet Sematary showed so much. It showed everything. It showed the whole movie. It showed everything. This is why I don't do trailers, because trailers show too much of the movie. I'm about to start. I'm starting. Play. I'm pressing play. I'm starting right now, the first Saw. I'm starting. Oh, dang, I might have to, there it goes. You know, they made this production company, Twisted Pictures, just for this movie. We started. I liked Penny Parker, too, such a cutie. I liked Penny Parker. I liked Spider-Man Noir. I liked Peter Porker. Even though that sounds like a porn name, right? Peter Porker. Yes, you talk about Monica Rambeau. I feel like we talked about this, didn't we? How it was, like, really weird for them to go with Carol Danvers. I didn't see Saw 3. I only saw the first 2, I think. Stephen King will always be on my list. Don't get me wrong, I love Stephen King. I don't know. And the first trailer of Pet Sematary looked alright, but the second trailer really ruined everything. Everything. Pet Sematary scared the hell out of me as a kid. I didn't like the Saw series where it became torture porn. Well, that's why we're watching the first one. The first one is a great movie. No, I'm not watching that. The Hello Randomness. I'm pretty sure I did a whole video about how I'm not watching that movie, right? Oh, a nap. What's your work schedule, Clarissa? Right, I don't understand why people are blowing me up about it when I made a whole video saying I'm not gonna watch it. Like, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not watching it. I saw Captive State yesterday that I'm definitely gonna do a review on. They ruined Monica Rambeau. What is that smell? Screamtown went down 57% last week. Hopefully. Can you believe how trash it was that Kingpin was hosting a Spider-Man memorial party? I loved Kingpin and Into the Spider-Verse. I really enjoyed Kingpin. I really enjoyed Kingpin on Daredevil. Like, I really like him as a villain. And they did a great job with him in Into the Spider-Verse. The interaction and dialogue between all the Spider people was well done. The fuck is that smell? Ew. Yes, okay, cool, Alex. Disgusting ass. Why the fuck they got Monica Rambeau, a black woman who was Captain Marvel years before Carol, suddenly looking up to Carol? I mean, it's just like the whole Green Lantern thing of like, why did they use Hal Jordan instead of Jon Stewart? I mean, like, I think we all know why, right? Kingpin disrespectful ass. You're watching the 11 part 1 on YouTube, Brittany? Yes! My name is very fucking confused. What's your name? They said there's more to it than what they spoiled in the trailer. I mean, I guess. We'll see. I was watching the second trailer like, are they good? They put in everything. Yeah, it only cost like $1 million to make this movie. And then this movie made like $100 million. White people liked it, so I think it's likely trash. I didn't think of Peter Porker as a porno name, but now that you got it in my head. I know I saw the first Saw. I saw the one where they were in the house. And then I saw the one with Mark Wahlberg's brother. That's it. White people really like Jordan Peele, so anything he does will be big. And I don't like Jordan Peele at all as a filmmaker. I feel like his movies are overly literal and they beat you over the head with the point. You guys remember I said the exact same thing about Get Out. I was like, who is this man's audience? Like, I don't think he's making movies for black people at all. That's just me personally. I think he's moving black people. I think he's making black people movies for white people. That is his audience. And he just beats you over the head with everything, with every point. Like, they talk about the kidneys when people steal his kidneys. Steal kidneys. Hi, Chris B. Noen. But I like movies that you have to, that like, cause me to think also. And I don't feel like Peele's movies make me think either. Like I said, they're overly literal and beat you over the head with the point. Like, bitch, this is the point. Message. Like, okay, nigga, we got it. The mom's sister from Pet Sematary scared the living shit out of me when I watched it as a kid. The old Pet Sematary is definitely a motherfucking classic. Oh, Friday to Sunday, 11 to 7 overnight. Yeah. It's probably easy, though. I used to know somebody that would... Clarissa, I used to know somebody that did overnight security working at one of the big-ass libraries in New York. Whatever that library is. The National Public Library or whatever. He didn't do shit. He did nothing. We used to just be on the phone. It was like my friend. We used to just talk on the phone the whole time. Just every hour, he used to have to, like, walk around and, like, fill out these, like, checkpoint slips. But, like, the library was closed. Just, like, sometimes homeless people used to try to break in and stuff like that. Kingpin was out of line for that. Saw is messed up. I enjoyed Kingpin and Spider-Verse, but still, I'm like, dude, really? Brittany, have you seen Saw before, or is this your first time watching it? Jigsaw is a whole scheme. In my pocket. I love the different animation styles. They blended so well together. Kingpin had me so heated in the theater when he did that. You murder him and then disrespect him like that with his woman front and center. And he killed Spider-Man in the most, like, horrific way in the movie. He, like, beat him to death. I was so mad about the second trailer. Listen, Raise the Cranium Girl. And I didn't even watch it. I wasn't even trying to watch it online or anything like that. I saw it in the movie theater. Seeing another movie. I was like, really? Like, I already wasn't planning on watching it, but what if I was? Y'all just gave everything away. Oh, you gonna see it on bootleg? I'll see it on bootleg. I won't be supporting Jordan Peele. I haven't seen it either, Brittany. Captain Marvel, I'm not watching it. I loved Captive State. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna do a review video of it. Machine Gun Kelly is barely in it. There's a lot of people that are, like, barely in it. That they make it seem like they're in it more, but they're really not. Monica has her own history completely separate from Carol. I think that Us is his second movie, but he did Key and Peele before that, which I also didn't really enjoy. White people supporting Jordan Peele is because he's half white and has a white wife. Yes, he makes black movies for white people. I will go and see Captive State over them. I liked Get Out, but his audience is definitely white people. Somebody else asked me about Love, Death, and Robots. I have not watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it. It kind of made me think of Alita Battle Angel. The concept meets Black Mirror. He's supposed to be doing the Candyman. I really don't want it. I don't want it either, yeah. MGK just has one of the most punchable faces I've ever seen. Rachel. I said the same thing. I like Lupita. Us can go. Marvel is slipping. If they wanted to make a push towards female characters, they could have shed light on a character that people didn't know as well, like they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. And kill two birds with one stone. Jordan Peele makes black films to support his white wife. No, this movie doesn't have too many jump scares. It has a few, but it's mostly like tension. Peele gives me a vibe that he thinks his audience is stupid. And meanwhile, the stuff he makes is pretty generic and unoriginal. I mean, I kind of feel like Jordan Peele's audience is stupid because the way that people act over his movies makes me think they have to be dumb, which is horrible to say, but true. Like, the big old fuss that people made about Get Out. Oh, this is what racism is in America. I was like, are y'all really that surprised? Are y'all that shocked? Who's the audience? Who is watching? Idiots. AKA white people who are all dumb and don't live in reality. I used to do night watch at a factory. The hardest part of the job was not falling asleep. Oh, you do the same thing? I don't do anything either. I just have to walk around once during my shift and hit the checkpoints. Yeah. Just sit there. Like I said, if Jordan Peele could have people come out in the movie theater and hold up signs that, like, explain the plot and the points to you, he probably would. Yeah. Hi, Frost Azul. Hi, Bushy Brows. MGK is like a cameo appearance. Yes, and Kiki Lane also has a cameo in it also, which I thought was really funny. Because Kiki Lane and Ashton Sanders are about to be in Native Son. And Kiki Lane's little cameo was actually, like, really important to the plot. There's a lot of black people in Captive State. A lot of black people. And it has, like, a really interesting plot that I'm not going to get too into. Because it just came out, like, last week or something. So I'm going to do a review on it either this week or next week. I really enjoyed it. It is funny, though, to me to be like, look, Queen just said she never heard of Captive State. 5 people asked about Us, right? But it's like, where's the push for Captive State? Which also has, like, a black lead. Ashton Sanders is, like, the black lead. And, like, where's the push for, like, Native Son? And, like, where was the push for, like, If Beale Street Could Talk? Like, I find it very interesting that Jordan Peele's black movies for white folks gets all this push. Captive State is, like, a really interesting movie where these, like, brothers that are both black, Ashton Sanders and this other dude, they're basically, like, the leaders of this, like, uprising, this, like, rebellion, more or less. I'm not gonna, like, give too much of the plot away, but it was, like, really good. It had a lot of, like, really interesting ideas and things to say. And Ashton Sanders is, like, a great actor to me. I think he's, like, a extremely promising young boy coming up. He does great work. And his project selection is extremely interesting to me also. And yes, y'all know I love some damn Kiki Lane too. And then she has such a little cute moment in that movie. Listen to how creepy Saw sounds on this damn tape recorder, bro. Let the games begin. He got the OG Batman voice. Jordan Peele's delivery def lacks subtlety. Yeah. I felt for Kingpin dealing with the loss of his family, but I was over him not owning up to his part in their deaths. Right! Like, my nigga, you a whole criminal. Like, you played a part. I would see anything Ashley Sanders is in. That's big. Can't wait to see Native Son. I can't wait to see Native Son, too. Hi, Jaren. Jaren said Us was mid. I would not put my hand in that nasty-ass toilet. I'd be like, I'm not putting my hand in this nasty-ass toilet. Oh, look at that nasty ass water. Disgusting. That's more nasty than some fucking gory shit. Got his hand in that poopy water. I'm 13 minutes and 53 seconds in. I'm right about 14 minutes. Boy, rinse your hand out. Oh, he can't even rinse his hand off. White people are nasty. The fucking saws are in there. Where was I? Love, Death and Robots is really good. People in my family could relate to Key and Peele. Key and Peele was a dry-ass Chappelle show. No, that's not what happens in Native Son. Native Son. You never read the book Native Son? I don't want to like give too much away. And I don't know how closely they're going to stick to the plot of the book. Native Son is about this dude that basically realizes that America is racist as fuck towards black people and has like an existential crisis of sorts. And he starts like I don't want to say attacking white people, but it goes from there. He basically just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Because he realizes, like, as a native son, as a black native son, it's certain things that's always going to stand in his way in the United States. So he just starts, like, wilding out. Primarily on white folks. Black Mirror is good. The episodes mess me up on the regular. No, he doesn't want you to cut through your chains. He wants you to cut through your fucking feet. Ashton Sanders was my fave thing in Moonlight. I was like, who's this guy? He deserved an Oscar nomination for his performance as well. He's a great up-and-coming actor. I didn't think Get Out was that amazing. Get Out was a 5 at the most. Oh, you thought Us was way better than Get Out? When people were asking me about Get Out and acting so surprised about all the tea that was spilled, like, Connor, we been knew. Right! Get Out wasn't that good. Never heard of Captive State. Need to see Captive State. Kiki Lane is everything. I mean, a lot of people quit because they can't handle working overnight. Like, at nighttime. That's, like, hard. Staying awake, and it's hard on your body, too, if you're not used to it. I just heard about Captive State, like, yesterday. I love Kiki Lane. She's everything we all deserve in our movies. I liked Get Out and it bringing up how vile, subtle, and nice racism is. Like, no, you dating a black man, voting for Obama, and being colorblind doesn't mean you're not racist. But still, okay, but like, who's that for? Yet again, black people know this already. That's why I'm saying, like, who is the audience? Obviously, Jordan Peele is making his movies for fucking crackers that don't know this. Crackers that think that they're nice white people. I mean, and if that's, like, his demographic, like, cool, whatever, but, like, that means the fucking movie not for me, so why am I gonna pay money to go watch the shit? I'm still pushing Beale Street. I'm really interested in Captive State. Yeah, Captive State is like a thriller. It's about an alien invasion. It's always subpar movies that get the most promotion. It's annoying. Ashton Sanders is really good. He was in The Equalizer 2 as well. Hi, Ebony. Time check. I'm at 1818 now. Isn't it an allegory about racism? Captive State. Yes, there's a lot of racial undertones. A lot. Captive State didn't have a big budget for marketing, I think. I knew it wouldn't be that long until Lupita, Winston, and everybody else would be mixed up in Hollyweird, but that was quick. I'm about to watch the fuck out of Native Son. I forgot Captive State was out. Get Out was overhyped. I also like Ambiguity, which Jordan doesn't do well. I should just get rid of my last name and just go by Peel. Yeah, Captive State is sci-fi. Captive State just came out last week. Last Friday? Or 2 Fridays ago? This nigga put all these numbers on the wall. Ah! Jigsaw is a dick. Woo! He really tried, though. I love me a sci-fi fantasy genre with some black people. Feces is way more terrifying than gore. You should have known Lupita was into some weird shenanigans. I read Native Son a while ago. You're probably thinking of the trailer for Captive State, actually, Queen. Because Ashton Sanders' girlfriend in Captive State is white, but I kind of feel like there was a reason for that, which I'm not going to talk about right now. Native Son spoke to my ancestral rage. I loved it. His name was John. There go Danny Glover. Native Son was a fucking chore for me to read. It was heartbreaking because of how much of a reality this is for black people in America. The color palette in this film is good. I forgot. This is a good fucking movie, Saw. This is a great film. I agree these shows and movies are for white people. Get Out was mundane at best. Like, I went to go see it in theaters, and I was like, I wasted my money on this. I wouldn't watch it again. Queen, did you get my brief little synopsis of Native Son? It's very relatable. Last night, doctor? This is the creepy ass nigga from Kiss the Girls, which also had Monica Potter. The fucking Casanova serial killer. I'm used to being up that late. Oh, if they were just quitting in general, yeah. What if Solange made a horror movie? It'd probably be a Southern Gothic. I would love to see, like, I like Southern Gothic. I feel like that's what the Skeleton Key was, right? Like a Southern Gothic. Found it on Stars. We're talking about how I'm not going to see that movie, Jocelyn. Can we talk about the overly religious mother in Beale Street? I'm torn in the event that happened to her because on the one hand, she deserved, but also I don't advocate for that type of justice. I mean, she was a horrible person. I didn't feel bad for her whatsoever. Sorry. She was pushing that man. And she was saying the most horrible things to Kiki Lane. She said she hoped Kiki Lane's baby dies. What, like, that's a horrible thing to say. And the dude was like, why would you say that about your own grandchild? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? But then want to turn on and be like, oh, I'm a Christian, this, that, and the third. No, bitch, you're possessed by Satan, ho. What are you talking about? In case anybody needs a time check, I'm at 23 minutes exactly. Insecure and Dear White People are good for them. Queen Sugar started out good, but then became more inclusive by season 3. Denzel came up to Ashton at the Oscars, said he wanted to work for him. The video is so cute. I would love to see Denzel Washington take Ashton Sanders, like, up under his wing. Ashton Sanders is so talented. Like, that kid can act his fucking ass off. Oh, wait, what happened? I want Kiki Lane and Octavia Butler movie adaptation. Yeah, no spoilers. I stop on Queen Sugar. Yeah, Native Son is not out yet. It comes out in April. I think April 5th. Okay, yeah, watch the trailers again. And Native Son, his girlfriend is Kiki Lane. Which is why when I seen her in Captive State, I was surprised. I was like, oh, Kiki Lane and Ashton Sanders are both in Captive State, and they both have Native Son coming out soon. Even though her part was little, but it was important to the plot. Look at this shit he put Amanda in. I think the reason everybody lauds movies with messages with no subtlety nowadays is because nobody wants to think critically, but everybody wants to feel intelligent. Yes. And then when you have more ambiguous messages, like Solange's When I Get Home, everybody complains about how they don't understand it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. I wanted to like it, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Like, people prefer to be beat over the head with shit. A lot of people cannot they cannot grasp the concept of, like, subtlety anymore. Which I think that's also just, like, a byproduct of, like, the times that we live in where, like, everything is, like, short and, like, in your face and just, like, whatever. I think that's woo! That shit was gonna rip this bitch head open. It's like, oh, I get it. That's racist. Skeleton Key was a Southern Gothic. Seren loves a Southern Gothic look. Maybe that should be your Halloween costume. I was thinking of doing, like, Poison Ivy or a space cowboy. I do love Southern Gothic. Some people die for less. That backhand was earned. Oh, you talking about in Beale Street? That mama sounds like my aunt. That's how some of the shit was disgusting. That's how some of these Christians be. Ashton Sanders is such an actor. I just want more black girls everywhere. Yeah. The same plantation where they did Skeleton Key is also where they did Underground, Queen Sugar, and Mudbound. Oh, my take on Jordan Peele. My take on Jordan Peele was that I feel like he does black, quote-unquote, black movies and black shows, but for white people. Like, his stuff is for white people, specifically. And I don't personally care for his movies because I don't think they make you think. He doesn't understand the art of subtlety. He beats you over the head with the message. And I think that's boring. And I think his audiences are stupid. Which is how I know he's making movies for white people that are dumb and don't understand anything about anything. He's doing like, oh, horror 101, racism 101 for white people. Oh, this is an intro to black culture. Like, it was fucked up though because Jigsaw told her that the cellmate was dead and the cellmate is obviously not dead. His eyes are open and Amanda still killed that nigga. She was like, I'm getting this key. Like, I have the will to live, bitch. That mother was horrible and his raggedy sisters. Ashton was my favorite in Moonlight. His story of Chiron was beautiful and sad. I couldn't get into Queen Sugar. It's a reverse bear trap. Oh, look, she like going through his guts. I was happy when he hit the bully with the chair. I was happy when he hit the bully with the chair too. But I understood the symbolism of him hitting the bully with the chair, because now fucking Chiron is gonna be labeled a fucking troublemaker and violent and this, that, and a third because he hit the bully with the chair, right? And so now he's like this black kid that's gonna be going into the system. And so by the time we like see him as black, we understand how he got there, you know? I thought Moonlight was a really interesting movie. Speaking of how we're talking about, like, subtlety and, like, ambiguity versus, like, getting beat over the head with the plot, there was a lot of really interesting stuff going on under the surface of Moonlight that I actually think a lot of people got missed because everybody made such a big deal about the whole, like, sexuality, whatever aspect of it, which I feel like the sexuality aspect of it wasn't even that big of a deal. But that's what people chose to focus on. It's funny, too, because, like, Barry Jenkins did Moonlight, and he also did If Beale Street Could Talk, which I maintain. I think that If Beale Street Could Talk was the best movie of 2018, period. Like, it was a wonderful film. Wonderful. A wonderful movie. You are, in fact, a drug addict. Isn't that right, Mandy? And that is why he picked you. Bitch, because you ain't have no respect for your life. Shooting up. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Justin. Oh, new apartment. He helped me. Yes, Tim. Surface level thinkers. Us was very subtle. That's why I liked it more than Get Out. Get Out was more like, hey, this is racism. Ah. The girl in the head contraption. My God. I'm so scared right now. Why did I do this? Hi, Kate. I like the When I Get Home album. I just thought the songs were too short. These are the same people that parade around and write up all these think pieces. Like, they're so smart and so advanced. Yet complain about Solange's When I Get Home. Yeah, maybe a Southern Gothic cowboy. Yes, to black girls everywhere. Hi, Simone. I feel like they don't get their due. Kiki Lane is a step in the right direction, but we need a lot more. I'd be like, boy, how you gonna get over here? Talk about something, you gonna cut me with that glass. You are chained to the wall. Please relax. You gonna cut me and then do what? You gonna be locked in the bathroom with 2 dead bodies. Amanda was not playing. Amanda was about number 1. Peele is way too kindergarten with his this is how oppression and racism works. It's to coddle white folks. I don't deal with art like that. Yes, that's how I feel too. Like, I feel like he's making movies and shit to coddle white folks. To very gingerly introduce them to racism and make them feel like they're doing a good thing because they went and watched his movie. Whatever. Go ahead. I can see that it's introductory. Why people do be coming out of the theater like they so woke, but they're still on the surface of it all. Moonlight was a really good movie. He made her a murderer. Oh, he's talking about Jigsaw made Amanda a murderer. Us was definitely for white people. It was not a depiction of a black American family. Yeah, oh, the bully. Moonlight was a true masterpiece. Intelligent writing means subtext will happen. Great writing means that people can pick up on and understand that subtext. Moonlight was one of the best films I've seen. I cried so much watching that in a theater solo. Spider-Verse a close second. What's a movie you could watch over and over and still find new things in? Ooh, that's a good question. Ori, are you still watching? I feel like that's a question you would appreciate. What's a movie you can watch over and over and still find new things in? That's such a good question. I'm going to have to think about that. Racy Crandom Girl. What's a movie I could watch over and over and still find new things in? Y'all, the part with this man's daughter used to scare the shit out of me when I like first seen this movie. If my child ever came to me and said like, there's a monster under the bed. There's a monster in the closet. There's the monster outside my window. A monster, a monster, a monster. I'd be like, okay, we're leaving. I will grab them up out the bed and we're going to the hotel, and we'll come back to the house in the morning, and we'll check all the windows and the doors and whatever. But I'm not going to be like, it's fine, you're just imagining things, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're going to open all the doors and check. No, we're going to go. Look at how creepy this is. This is so creepy. Creepy. So creepy. I'm not checking nothing, Racy Creative Girl. We out. I don't need to check anything. If my child tells me there's a monster in the closet or under the bed, what am I look under the bed or in the closet for? So the monster could get me? We out. A movie I could watch over and over and still find new things. The Matrix. Pan's Labyrinth. The Orphan by Del Toro. That's a good question. Look, she didn't even say a monster. She said there's a man in my room. There's a man in my room. Oh, okay. Let's go. Every time y'all bring up that movie, I just visualize M'Baku bobbing along, talk about something that's a classic right there, and I get mad. I don't like Jigsaw. Who is he to try to fix anybody? Beale Street's music was so beautifully haunting to me. The sexuality part of Moonlight was very minor. It was very focused on the racial aspect. My professor told me in college that if a movie doesn't create dialogue and make you think, it wasn't a good movie. I totally fucking agree with your professor. And now, I think that there's movies that you can enjoy. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to screenshot. There we go. I think there's movies that you can enjoy. There's movies you could like. There's movies that you personally can think are good. But is it, like, objectively, like a great piece of art? Film as art, I think, is something that is not discussed enough, or like whatever. Kind of like how I feel like fashion is art. Like, and you guys know I like art stuff. So I feel like that shit is not discussed enough, and like avant-garde shit, and like just shit that makes you like think, not just like, oh, I'm just like going to the movie just to be entertained, which like there's a time and a place for that as well. But something as art that's like meant to make you think is like a different thing. Jigsaw trying to scare these people out of their bad habits. Yes, he is. Is Candyman a Southern Gothic? I would say yes, and I love Candyman. I mean, it scared the shit out of me, and I would never watch it again, but, like, I did enjoy it. We were talking about it in Instagram DMs, and because I had put a clip from Don't Look Under the Bed, and a lot of people were saying that that was, like, one of the first horror movies they saw that had a black main character, and it, like, introduced them to horror and made them love horror. And I was, like, probably one of my first films that introduced me to horror and made me love horror because it had a black character was Candyman. I caved and saw Us with some friends and fam. It was so regular, and the amount of non-acting and overacting gave me a migraine. The storyline didn't make sense either. Green Book and Black Klansman are the same. I'm not like those white folks, so things must be better. Key and Peele make content for their white wives and in-laws. So that they'll understand black people. I feel like Candyman himself is Southern Gothic, but the movie was more urban, I guess I would call it. Eve's Bayou is one you can watch over and over and see new things, Queen. Roderick said Fifth Element. Yeah. I hated Black Klansman, and I happened to see it in a theater full of white people. Yeah, I also felt like Black Klansman, Green Book were, yeah, exactly the same. Movies that talk about racism and shit like that for white folks. Same as Jordan Peele's movies. I agree with that. White people walking out like they're woke. You could tell white people really think they're doing a favor buying Peele's tickets. Right. I'm going to do my social justice thing and go see a Jordan Peele movie. I mean, but, like, I'm not mad at Jordan Peele for, like, realizing that, like, that's his lane. You know, that's his niche or whatever. But that's his niche. Like, that's his niche. So people cannot make me go see his films. No. That's a good question, right, Ori? Inception, yes. I can watch Inception repeatedly over and over. Kill Bill is a movie that I've watched over and over and caught new things. Eve's Bayou and Crooklyn. Believe children, don't second guess them, they're smart. Kids and animals know the truth. The difference between Jordan Peele and Barry Jenkins, one has to be abstract with their art when the other knows how to tell it like it is. This is why black people aren't in horror films. We know when we gotta go. I'm gonna check with the shotty in hand. Oh, I Am Legend Queen. That's interesting. Look at her closet door opening. She said there's a man in her room. There's a man in her room, y'all. There's a grown-ass man in this little kid's room. She told her parents there's a man in my room. They ain't believe her. Now he's come out of the closet. She better be traumatized. Look, he's talking to her. Imagine you open the door to your child's room and it was just a man standing there with a motherfucking sheet over his head. After your child just said, there's a man in my room. Fight Club. It's a good one. Pan's Labyrinth always makes me cry. Eve's Bayou is a good one. Also Dark Knight. 28 Weeks Later. A man. If you don't get that baby out of there. A man is very specific. That's not a lie. Man in your room definitely calls for the 40. I got you, little Susie. Every time I see Skeleton Key, I notice something different. That was a good point from the professor. There's nothing wrong with ignoring a movie, but with the way people praise these mundane-ass, mediocre films. Cough. MCU, cough. I get what Jigsaw is trying to do, but it's also like, what gave you the right? Oh, nothing gave him the right. He's too much. Candyman had me paranoid. I loved and hated Don't Look Under the Bed, The Eyes and the Nails, Nightmares for Days. Right. I agree, Ori. I do agree. I remember watching Moonlight and being like, the way that people talked about that aspect of it did not at all align with the film that Barry Jenkins actually made. People really played that shit up, and I definitely think that it was because they felt like... It was weird. It was almost like a fetish. It was very strange. Eve's Bayou still got me asking questions. Look at Danny Glover. Jordan Peele's films are performative. It's performative. Leprechaun in the Hood is one of my favorite guilty pleasure films. Jordan Peele is about to fuck up Candyman and not in the good way. Look. Danny Glover is obsessed. Look. Psychopath teaches sick life lessons. I remember as kids when Candyman first came out, we used to scare each other by turning off the bathroom light, closing the door, threatening to say Candyman. I remember that too. And I used to be like, I'm not playing these games. I don't play these games. I would probably say Inception. I would probably say Inception is also another movie that every single time I watch it, I notice something different. And The Dark Knight also. The majority of Chris Nolan's films. I'd probably also say Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Every time I watch that movie, I notice something different. Stranger Danger! We're watching the first Saw, Danielle. Yay! Congratulations, Ori! You got a job offer. If a child says it's a man in her room specifically, nah, we're leaving the house. My parents would not be second guessing a man in my room. If Jordan Peele casts a black DACS as Candyman, especially if it's Black Manta, then I'll see it. I did love Black Manta. I recorded my Aquaman review since you guys said you still wanted it. It's probably going to go up this week. What kid would even joke about that? A monster? Sure. A man? Yeah. Watching the first Saw. Oh, The Green Mile, Jaren. That's an interesting choice. Lakeith Stanfield is very rumored to be Candyman in the remake if there is one. Well, I would see it if they put Lakeith in it. I would see if they put Lakeith in it. No kid would say there's a man in my room. They'll say a monster, but not a man. My aunt had me watching all the horror movies. Jigsaw thought he was blessed. He wanted to help others appreciate life. Hi, Real Trini. How you doing? Danny Glover watching these movies. Watching these clips. Ooh! Isn't his partner the dude from Rush Hour? Tap. But, like, you're a little too into this shit. Right, you're a little too into this shit, bro. Mainstream media told people what to focus on in Moonlight. Moonlight was way more than that. I was a huge comic nerd as a kid. Even I'm tired of all these superhero movies. Oh, Children of Men. Yes, Raise You Random Girl. I could watch Children of Men 1,000,000 times and find something new every single time. Children of Men, definitely. And it's on Netflix now. And I highly recommend it for anyone that has not seen it. And you guys know I always say this. The fixation on homosexuality in Moonlight was downright voyeuristic. They didn't care about everything else, and there was so much else. I thought the most interesting thing was, like, Mahershala Ali becoming his surrogate father figure when he was the one that sold drugs to his mom. And how, even, like, towards the third act, when we see that he's become black and how he's, like, driving the car that was just, like, fucking Mahershala Ali's car. And he's, like, with the do-rag and, like, the grills. And, like, the way that Mahershala Ali, like, what was with him, like, the portrayal of him as, like, this, like, multifaceted, like, black. I kind of feel like Mahershala Ali's character was, like, in some ways, the main character, like, a little teeny tiny bit. And he was just this really amazing, multifaceted character. This, like, black male character that we never see in a movie. And people did not. People just, like, ignored that shit. Children of Men, though, was a really good one. The Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio had me twisted. Inception I can watch repeatedly and notice something new, definitely. Children of Men, definitely. They don't have no backup, no nothing. I think Hollywood has made way too many superhero movies. The genre's kind of stale now. Spider-Verse was a nice change because of the animation. Uh, the only appropriate response to "there's a man in my room" is the Major Payne response. Y'all know what I mean. Exactly! The little kid told Major Payne there was a monster in the closet. Major Payne came with the shotty. Pow, pow, pow. If there's a fucking monster in there, that nigga's dead. That's what I would do. Get the fuck out of here. If I came to my father as a child telling him I saw a man in my room, he'd go get the gun. Oh, you talking about Lakeith? Raisy Crandom girl. You're better. You are on mandatory bed rest for the week. Feeling better, though? That's good. I didn't see it, Roderick. The Major Payne reference. Would you want to see Guillermo del Toro's scary stories to tell after dark? Yes, I love Guillermo del Toro. He's one of my favorite directors. Definitely. I didn't see Sorry to Bother You because of its premise and because I'm mostly boycotting Spike Lee. Hi. Hi, Mr. Goldstein. Everything about Sorry to Bother You. Oh, everything about Moonlight was phenomenal. Ah! Fuck! Spike Lee didn't do Sorry to Bother You. Sorry to Bother You was Bootsy Collins. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it, Remy. Oh, Antoine Fisher's a really good movie. What was the movie with Cuba Gooding Jr.? Was it Cuba Gooding Jr.? Or was it Derek Luke? What was the diving movie? That one had a lot of really interesting themes. I thought the same. Oh, about Moonlight. I agree. I thought the same thing. That's why his Oscar win was so deserving. His presence was still there even after his departure. So brilliant. Yeah, it was almost like Mahershala Ali was like the main character, and we see his influence on Little like throughout the years. Like he starts off as Little, then he becomes black. Chiron, then he becomes black, and we see how like having this like male presence in his life affected him. It was really a lovely movie. Hi, the Stingray. I hate when cops and agents be going in this shit with no backup. I bring a task force and an arsenal. Freeze! Police! Like, it's only 2 of y'all. Like, for all y'all know, that nigga got an assistant with him. And then it's 2 on 2, bitch. I loved Mahershala Ali's mentorship of Little. And how he and Janelle's character embraced him. I love Janelle Monáe in Moonlight also. And y'all know, like, I don't have anything against Janelle Monáe's music. It just doesn't do much for me personally. But I love her artistry. I think she's, like, very unique and original. But I love her acting. I love Janelle Monáe's acting. I would see her in every movie. I think she's a wonderful actress. Jigsaw be playing bogus with these folks' emotions. Damon Wayans was a highly underrated action star. It's true we don't see characters like, Mahershala Ali in Moonlight. It's true we don't see characters like him in movies. He had a makeshift family with a black woman, and he was providing for the family. And I also like that Janelle Monáe became like a surrogate mom to Little. And even his mom knew that like Janelle Monáe and like Mahershala Ali were taking care of him. And so like even when he went to go visit his mom in the rehab place, and she asked him like, how's your other mama doing? Talking about Janelle. And he's like, she's fine. I don't know. Those type of relationships seemed real to me. Like how you use the word makeshift. Like people that are not related. Like black people that are not related but are looking out for each other. And even the people that they are related to that know that they can't provide, like forming these like bonds and these ties That's the type of thing I feel like you don't see in movies enough. And that was represented in the movie. I appreciated that. Oh, Davey, you did super chat. Thank you. I could talk about Moonlight all day, y'all. I would never... I mean, y'all know I'm not into awards, but that award was deserved. Raise the Random Girl, they are not saving this man. The Shining is also a brain-twisting movie. I still don't understand everything. A Few Good Men. Men of Honor. That was it. Men of Honor had Cuba and Robert De Niro. Hold on. My thing just buffered at 53:22. Hold on. My movie just buffered at 53:22. Why did it buffer? Why did it do that? That was weird. Let me run it back a little. Hold on, y'all. Moonlight really touched me because I grew up like that. Keep talking about Moonlight. It soothes me. Yes, I had that dynamic in my old neighborhood in Brooklyn. All my neighbors knew my family. Yeah. Moonlight had some... I saw somebody use the word nuances. Moonlight definitely had some nuances. And everybody was just, like, focusing on, like, weird shit. I was like, what the hell? I don't think any of you are grasping the concept of the movie Barry Jenkins wanted to make. Oh, I think my whole link just went out. My link just went out, y'all. Hold on. That was weird. It was at 53:22. Hold on. I'm gonna watch OA. I want to watch the OA. Damn it. I keep wanting to watch that. For some reason, the OA and, like, what is that other one? The 100 or something like that are, like, linked in my mind. I never saw Fences. I've tried watching it several times. It's just, like, so emotionally taxing for me that it's difficult for me to watch. Okay, hold on. What's happening here? Something's happening. Let me try and see. I restarted my link. I'm trying to skip it ahead and see if it'll play. Let me look at these comments. They're not gonna save this nigga. Wait, where was I? Shining, I saw that. Men of Honor, Cuba and Robert De Niro. I could watch that over and over. It's so good. Jigsaw putting in an application to be Death in Final Destination. If you like John Wick, I feel like you'd like Shoot 'Em Up. And I did love John Wick. Okay, I'm back. 53:28. I'm back. Woo! I wanted to see Shoot 'Em Up, and I figured I would like it. Man, and motherfucking Jigsaw will survive anything. You see, I didn't feel like Saw wasn't... I'm at 52, y'all. I even feel like Saw, this first movie, Saw, wasn't even that gory. Like, this part right here where his partner just died, he got, like, shot by the shotguns. They really didn't show anything. They just showed the blood. In, like, one of the later Saw movies, they would have showed, like, his head exploding and all kind of shit. Men of Honor felt like the sequel to Crimson Tide. This is scary. Oh, Terrence Howard was in Pride. Yeah, I was thinking of Cuba Gooding in Men of Honor, which is a great fucking movie. I'll always appreciate Moonlight for introducing me to Ashton. That baby is adorable and phenomenally talented. He is. Captive State. He was amazing. Lucius Lyon was wearing a Speedo in Pride. And I made it my mission to see it, but I never did. Apparently that scene with Juan teaching Little how to swim was legit. Mahershala Ali teaching Alex Hibbert to swim. And it was just like... Barry Jenkins also likes making movies about love. But like... Not like necessarily romantic love. But just like... Love and bonds between black people. Which I feel like his movies don't get enough appreciation for that. But y'all know why. People don't like seeing that shit. Janelle can act her face off and she's so pretty. Why do critics think Mahershala Ali was gay in Moonlight? I don't know! And people say this to me all the time. They'd be like, Mahershala Ali only won the fucking Oscar for Moonlight because he was a gay character in Moonlight. And I was like, Mahershala Ali was not gay in Moonlight. What are y'all talking about? It's because they bigged up the fucking gay thing so much that people, I don't know, they thought everybody in the movie was gay. I really don't know. It was very weird. Janelle is extremely diverse in her artistry. I love Janelle in Moonlight. She has leading actress talent. She does. I like Mahershala in Moonlight. He broke the age-old stereotype of drug dealer equals bad. The movie had nuances. No wonder the swimming scene felt so authentic. I'll be watching If Beale Street Could Talk tonight. And I also think Barry Jenkins likes exploring relationships between fathers and children. Black fathers and black children. Like Mahershala Ali's character, like Juan and Little, like that relationship. And then he did the same thing with like Kiki Lane and her father. Her relationship with her father was so wonderful. And If Beale Street Could Talk, wonderful, 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 wonderful. That might be Cuba's best flick with De Niro. Men of Honor is a great fucking movie, bro. A great fucking movie. Super underrated. Moonlight was so awesome. I remember getting super emotional when he visited his mom at the rehab facility because their acting was great in that scene. Hi, Rasol. Fictive kin culture is huge in Black America. Hollywood doesn't portray it enough. It's actually low-key heavily featured in the story I'm writing. I'm glad, Ori, because that was how I felt watching Moonlight. Like, that scene where he goes to visit his, like, biological mom that's in rehab, and she's like, how's your other mama? Talk about Janelle Monáe. Like, that shit was hard to witness. Hard and good. It was good. Danny Glover said, I'm not dying up here. It was a lot. Moonlight is very layered. I didn't see Sorry to Bother You. I felt like Sorry to Bother You came and went. 5 seconds. Fences was good. The monologues were a bit much. Denzel can do Equalizer till he dies. I'll watch every single one. I have not seen any of them. I'm horrible. May I please have the cigarette? We're going to start one. We're going to do one. But it's only going to be for the week, too, though. Because I think it's only going to be for the week, not for when we're doing Beast Bake on Sundays. The cast of Fences did too much overacting. That's how you feel? Like I said, I didn't see Fences. I've tried watching it several times because I think it was on Netflix for a minute. I don't know if it still is. And I was just like, I can't. Like, I just can't. I just can't. I tried. I don't know if it was like the overacting. Maybe that's what it was. It was something. Something. And I love Viola Davis. And I love Denzel Washington. But it was something. We're going to start one for during the week. I just have been slacking on my Mackin. Roderick. Fences is a hard watch. It's triggering. Hold on. Fences is a hard watch. It's triggering. I feel like we all know and are related to a black man like that. That's the genius of August Wilson. He just stole stories of everyday black families. This scary ass part in the parking garage. I swear to this day, this movie is wild. We're not going parking garages. I hate parking garages. I hate parking my car in parking garages. I feel like they're rapey death traps. Like, people get raped in parking garages and they get, like, murdered and kidnapped, which is exactly what they about to show. I'm right around the 1 hour mark, y'all. Each Saw sequel tried to outdo itself in gore and body count, uninspired. I still never saw Fences. Something about it triggers me. Moonlight has so many hidden messages and symbolism. Black people loving each other. Impossible. Right. And whenever I'm in a motherfucking parking garage, if it has these mirrors, like this movie, I'd be all up in these mirrors. Look, he's in the man's car. Look at the car door moving. It's so creepy. Look, it's so creepy. He got this pig shit on. Creepy. He's crawling. Why is he crawling? Like, he's just being a creep just to be a fucking creep. Creepy ass fucking movie, man. If I seen some shit like that, I would freak the fuck out, bro. I'm scrolling through the comments while watching. Men of Honor is when I was thinking of my dad put me on that movie. I don't have Hulu anymore. I have my account paused. Janelle Monáe is hella talented and gorgeous. Something that I liked about Beale Street is that her family didn't overreact when she told them she was pregnant. Right, because they, like, loved her to death. And they loved Fonnie. They, like, broke out the good alcohol and had a party. And Regina King is her mom. And I loved If Beale Street Could Talk so much. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. I loved it. Ashton is in the second Equalizer. Sorry to Bother You was a troll meme against Oakland's gentrification. People won't realize it's happening for another 5 years. Uber literally bought Sears Roebuck out brick and mortar. My favorite Denzel movie is the underrated ass Devil in a Blue Dress. You know what's a motherfucking Denzel movie that's underrated? The fucking one with Paula Patton, the time travel one. That's my damn movie. That's my movie. This dude looks like fucking Ezra Miller. Bye, Just Nickel. I love that they embraced her pregnancy as something to celebrate. Fences is too much. Devil in a Blue Dress is epic. People aren't used to black men being kind and showing emotion. I still haven't seen Fences. I also like Denzel and Hurricane. Parking garages are a frequent staple in horror movies and crime shows. All I could feel from Mahershala's character in Moonlight was love and empathy. He was feeling for little and wanted to help. It was pure. Thank you, Clarissa. I'll DM you about it on Instagram. Claustrophobic. That's how I feel with parking garages. Fences is a great movie if you're in a stage plays. And I'm into stage plays. Always check the back seat. Bitch, I get in my car, and especially if I'm getting in my car at night after my car has been parked in a parking garage, I turn on every single light. I be looking in the back. I be looking under the seat. Like, I don't play. Parking garages are weird. Danny Glover had his throat cut, but he's still alive. Fences came off like a stage play to me. It probably was creepy ass Amanda. Hi, Cho. I always check my house when I come home. I've seen too many horror movies and thrillers. Deja Vu. Yes, Deja Vu. That's the movie. That's the motherfucking movie right there. I had all the feels watching Beale Street. I love Tish's sister. Devil in a Blue Dress was supposed to be a series, but then Denzel blew up, so it never happened. I'll always be sad for what could have been. I love mostly all of Denzel's movies. I need a marathon viewing. The time travel one, I gotta Google it. Deja Vu. I think Deja Vu is my favorite Denzel movie. I really enjoy that movie. The time travel aspect of it was like really unexpected, but y'all know I love some motherfucking time travel. I love time travel. It was like a sci-fi movie. I love black people in a sci-fi movie. The first Fantastic Beasts was good. It surprised me. I seen it on an airplane. I don't know what just happened. It kicked me off. It kicked me off for a second. I'm back, though. Can y'all see me? Time travel would be the superpower to have. This man is the worst actor in the world. This is the worst death scene I have ever seen in my life. This nigga said, You did not kill him, you liar. You a lie. You a lie. And Jigsaw know you a lie. You a lie. And Jigsaw know you a lie. He zapped the shit out of that nigga. You supposed to be dead. You're not dead. That's why your whole ass getting zapped. You not dead, bitch. You fucking liar. Through the fucking chain, bitch. Through the fucking chain, bitch. Jigsaw is about 8 steps ahead, you dumbasses. Zap the shit out of this nigga. You already know you're supposed to be cutting through your feet. Just cut through your fucking feet. Just let it go, bitch. Devil in a Blue Dress is one of my favorite movies, period. I like a really good stage play. No, not Out of Time. Deja Vu. Deja Vu is the name of the movie. Not Out of Time. Deja Vu is the name of the movie. Fucking Amanda. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, Out of Time was with Sanaa. Deja Vu had Paula Patton. Oh, Brittany! My favorite Denzel movie will have to be John Q. My goodness. That's a tough choice. John Q or Deja Vu. I love Deja Vu because it's sci-fi. Y'all know sci-fi, like speculative fiction and fantasy is my favorite genre. And I love a motherfucking time travel movie with black people. And there's so few of them. But I did also love John Q with Elise Neal is his wife. It's a great movie. Oh, Unstoppable! You brought up Unstoppable! Okay, I changed my mind. Because Unstoppable is my fucking movie. I just watched it, like, the other day. So, my favorite Denzel movie is Unstoppable. Period. Because my bitch Rosario Dawson is in that one, too. And she's that girl in Unstoppable. So, my favorite Denzel movie is Unstoppable. My second favorite is Deja Vu. My third favorite, I think, is John Q. Unstoppable with the Train is my motherfucking movie. And Rosario plays Connie, the motherfucking train bitch. It's a great movie. Unstoppable is a great movie. It's like a great, awesome movie. I've seen it a million times. I loved it. I saw it in the theater. I was the only person in the theater when I saw it. Control over time would definitely be my power. Everywhere in this movie is grungy and grimy. This part was mad scary in the fucking, the dark room. Jumper was good. I like Jumper. I liked Samuel Jackson as a villain. I like Jumper. I'm not cutting through my foot till it's the last option. Oh my god, this part was so scary. John Q and Bone Collector. That's your favorite Denzel. I used to love Bone Collector. I still do enjoy Bone Collector. I love that he was like a paraplegic or a quadriplegic. Was that it? Quadriplegic? I love that he spent the whole movie in the bed. And I love movies that have disabled main characters as well, which is also why I really love Alien Resurrection, even though people act like it sucks. Fantastic Beasts 2 was bad. That shit really happens. I love John Q. Like, I would not be using the camera for the flash, for the lights. That creepy ass puppet. Why are you not running out of your front door right now, my dude? I'm not about to sit here and try to pick a favorite Denzel movie. I'm practicing self-care today. I ain't gonna put myself through that stress. John Q was a movie that made me cry and hate hospitals. John Q was about some real shit. Like some really real shit. For real, for real. I liked Unstoppable too, though, because it was about, like, working class. You know, Denzel was, like, a working class, like, black American in Pennsylvania. Like, his daughter's working at Hooters. Like, he'd been running trains for, like, 28 years. That was a character that you also don't see on film very often. Ah! It scared me, y'all. It scared me. And I've seen this movie mad times. Creepy ass movie. My heart jumped a little bit. And I've seen this movie a million times. Still. Brittany! Are you watching, Brittany? Look at this old ass flip phone. Y'all laughing at me? Y'all laughing at me because I screamed? Somebody said, why is the doctor so pale? Everything's gonna be okay. We should do a Denzel month where we watch all Denzel movies. Malcolm X. Man on Fire. John Q is so relevant today. He was a paraplegic. Flight was good up until that whole motherfucking him moving that white drug addict bitch into his house after he left his black wife. I was like, what the fuck is this? And that plot line added absolutely nothing to the movie. They could have had the whole movie play out exactly the same and cut out that movie. Don't believe Adam's lies. He knows you. He knew all about you before today. My favorite one is Resurrection. My favorite Alien is Resurrection, period. Sorry. That's my unpopular movie opinion. Somebody said unpopular movie opinions. My favorite Alien is Resurrection with Winona Ryder and Gary from CSI. And I personally have a conspiracy theory, that people hate Resurrection and talk about how bad it was because it had the most diverse cast. Personally. Seren with the mini heart attack. What was the Denzel movie where he was the cop or detective in the bank robbers? Yeah, that was Inside Man, which was a good movie. Right, I had to take a sip. Woo! That old ass flip phone. He ain't even cut anything yet. He already pale. These men been in the bathroom the whole time over a chick. Hi, Kai. We're watching the first Saw. You chuckled when I screamed? Sorry. Right. Flight was good up until that. I was just like, what the fuck is this? What is this? The hell is this? The one with Tom Cruise. The one with Tom Hanks. Fucking Sully was what Flight could have and should have been. There didn't need to be no romantic subplot. Denzel's performance in Flight was amazing, but the movie itself was eh. People really hate Resurrection. I liked it a lot. Just wasn't a fan of the plot. I remember seeing Alien Resurrection in the theater. I still like it. When this thing got sucked out of the vacuum, yuck. That was great, and it was screaming. It was like screaming like a human. It was like, ah! Ah! I really enjoyed Alien Resurrection a lot. And yes, Ron Perlman was in it. Y'all know I like Ron Perlman. Definitely an unpopular opinion. That's always refreshing and good to hear. I mean, I have a lot of unpopular opinions. I think Man of Steel is an amazing movie. I've seen it a million times. There's that. Unpopular opinion, 28 Weeks Later was better than 28 Days Later. How do people not know when they're being followed, let alone stared at? Right, y'all are both motherfucking liars. Go ahead and own up to your lies. Cheating. He was cheating in that hotel room. That's what he was doing. Cheating. Predator 1 and 2. They just need to explain Prometheus. Prometheus was a horrible fucking... It was trash. Garbage. Trash. Trash. Oh, there's a delay. There's a delay. John Q was underrated in my opinion. The reviews were really bad back then. Example number Q2934823. Why you can't trust critics. Oh, your unpopular opinion is that you like Sorceress and Suicide Squad? You mean Enchantress, but that is an unpopular opinion. Well, you must be ahead of me, Mar. I'm at the scene where he's in the hotel with his medical student that he's having the affair with. And the phone's ringing. John Q was so bad. Like, damn. I'm in grad school now having to navigate the healthcare system on my own. This shit is so bad. John Q was way ahead of his time. And it was talking about some... I'm at 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 4 seconds. John Q was talking about some real shit. And reviewers hate when a movie talks about real shit. Alien vs. Predator was my shit because it's Annihilate then. We watched Alien vs. Predator for Halloween last year. No, that wasn't shade. I was just saying because Mars said he's already at the end. But you must be ahead of me by a lot. By like 20, 30 minutes. My stream stopped though around the 1 hour mark. So maybe you kept going. See, when the doctor got kidnapped, he was leaving his fucking affair, and Adam, bitch ass, was following him, taking pictures of him. I liked X-Men Last Stand. Enchantress was that girl. Unpopular opinion, Scarface is an overrated film. X-Men been trashed since after the first one. Enemy of the State or John Q. Enemy of the State. Now, I love John Q, and John Q is a great movie about some real shit with healthcare and like insurance. Enemy of the State is also about some real ass shit in terms of like surveillance, government surveillance. And Will Smith is my nigga in that movie. And Regina King is that girl as his wife. And she's a fucking conspiracy theorist as well. Danny Glover is the one that's been paying this nigga to fucking follow him, because Danny Glover really thinks the Doctor is Jigsaw. And Danny Glover is fucking obsessed with Jigsaw. Detective Tat, weird ass. His partner's definitely the dude from Rush Hour. Oh, you're way ahead, Mar. X2 was the best X-Men. Absolutely. I totally agree. The Boy in Blue. Enemy of the State. I love that Beast Bait. No, we're not talking... We did already talk about it, but I'm not watching that movie because I'm not a fan of Jordan Peele, which we already talked about. And you see, you guys don't think it's weird that 9,000 people keep bringing up Us? You guys don't think it's weird that Us is being pushed this hard? That everybody's like, Us. Are we going to talk about Us? Are we going to talk about Us? Did you watch Us? Did you watch Us? Did you watch Us? Nobody finds that to be fucking strange. This, like, mainstream motherfucking propaganda-ass push of this movie. Even if I was interested in seeing this movie, I probably wouldn't watch it for that reason alone, because that shit is fucking weird to me. Not that it's a problem, Julian, because it's not a problem. I'm just saying, during this live stream alone, like, we've already talked about it, and, like, 8,000 people have, like, brought it up. Like, Captive State is also out. Like, which is, like, another movie with, like, a black lead that is, like, not getting a push. Like, Beale Street Could Talk was also out that, like, did not get a push. Sorry to Bother You was, like, also out and it did not get a push. Like, movies are not getting a push. Black movies are not getting a push. They, like, pick and choose which movies are gonna get a push, and that's very whack to me. This little girl's gonna need so much therapy. It's fine though, Julian. It's fine. Oh, Enemy of the State. In that Lupe voice. I love Regina King. The Doctor's Mad Guilty. Prometheus, I theorize, tells how the Predators were created. A hybrid of the super beings and squid-looking aliens. Yes, I mean, that was the point. Basically, the Predators were created by, what's her name? The girl with the dragon tattoo. When it, like, impregnated her, whatever. X2 was awesome. It's hella weird, right, Mar? It's weird. Us makes me want to cuss. This is me being cynical, but I feel like John Q would have been better received if it centered white people. The critics would have talked about how John Q was so heroic and how HC is a ripoff. Definitely, if somebody remade John Q right now with white people, and God forbid if they changed something so that instead of, like, a heart condition, it was, like, something involving, like, drugs or heroin, oh, man, Oscars all day. Us is annoying. There's such a push. No one is thinking critically. No one asked me if I saw Beale Street. Warren, I'm over people asking you to talk about Us. The critics drag John Q because Denzel loved his wife and son. They don't like portrayals of black family. I totally agree with that. Completely. Apparently a critic called it the best horror movie of all time. Saw it on a commercial. There's definitely agenda at play. It's so obvious. Jordan Peele's horror is not that great. Best horror movie of all time? And I said that same thing about Get Out, too. I was like, all these people are acting like Get Out is the best horror movie they've ever seen. I was like, but do they watch horror? Are these people that actually watch horror? or are fans of horror, because this seems like a big-ass push. I mean, 28 Days Later is one of the best horror movies of all time if we're keeping it 100. Prometheus was nasty. Us did not live up to the hype at all. Nowhere near it. Notice how all the black movies starring black Americans aren't getting a push, but Us, which stars Africans, is. Which I agree with. Completely. Roman J. Israel Esquire by Denzel Washington is amazing. And that movie was just out, right? It came and go. Girl, if you don't shoot him right, Ebony, I would have been already shot him. I don't need him to give me the phone if I shoot his ass in the head. I can get the phone myself. Peele didn't think people would see him and Lupita together and not immediately think of M'Baku and Nakia. That movie just came out last year. I think that's the point. Even Proud Mary, shitty writing aside, I love Taraji on her John Wick shit. I saw Proud Mary, and I thought it was really fun. It was like a blaxploitation B-movie type shit. It was, like, intentionally, like, cheesy. Ooh! And Taraji being on her gun shit was hard body. All this screaming and gunshots. I'm not a fan of industry pushes. In my mind, if something has to be pushed that hard, then it must not be that good. Get Out wasn't even scary. Is there any movie I didn't like before but liked on a later viewing? No. Woo! His wife stabbed him with the scissors. Look at Danny Glover. Freeze! I always felt shitty when I told people I thought, Get Out. Look, this man is crying. He's chained in this room. It's all these gunshots going off. His daughter is screaming. He don't know what's going on with his wife and his daughter right now. He's chained in this room. This is mad gunshots. Like, niggas is having a motherfucking gunfight. Like, they're having a shootout in his house. And he can hear this shit over the phone. I feel like this is definitely something that if you are a parent, would drive you to do what this man is about to do. Oh my god, he just broke a fucking vase over Danny Glover's head. But Danny Glover survived having his throat cut in this shit. Like, he could survive anything. Julian. I always felt shitty when I told people I thought Get Out was mediocre. It was mediocre. Intentionally cheesy. Okay, that explains the feel of it. You know, I love Proud Mary. Watching Taraji interact with that black boy sounded like my auntie. It gave me life. And Proud Mary was also another example of a movie with, like, one of those, like, makeshift black families where it's like, okay, this little kid needs help. I can help him, so I'm gonna help him. I feel like people find that shit to be confusing. I saw Proud Mary opening weekend in the theater. Was not even half full. It wasn't pushed at all. Woo! Zapped his ass. Hi, Chris Fine. Hi, Natural Neon. I'm watching Saw, the first Saw. Yes, I like that they were a black crime family of assassins too, Owen. They were a black crime family of assassins. And again, we're talking about, like, pushes in movies. People, like, pick and choose what movies they're gonna push. Like, they decided to push the hell out of Us. They did not push Proud Mary the same. They did not push If Beale Street Could Talk the same. They did not push Captive State the same. But then people would be like, well, there's not enough movies, so we have to go. But it's like a lot of movies be coming out. And Captive State is like a hard sci-fi, like, alien invasion shit. With these, like, two black-ass brothers that are, like, leading a uprising against the aliens. That shit should be having a hella push right now. Oh, and I don't know if you saw my review of Proud Mary. I did review it. It's in the reviews and recaps playlist. Fuck this shit. And Taraji was like a rich, badass bitch with all these cars and guns, and like, it was sickening. And it was literally a black family, assassins. I need me some crossover, Proud Mary John Wick shit. You know why. Raisy Cranham girl. Us is payola. And Proud Mary was only out for like a second. Get Out was, that's another topic. I do want a sequel to Proud Mary. When Mary and her ex went up in that mansion and was shooting that place up, I loved it. Proud Mary had a lot of scenes that I really, really liked a lot. A lot. And there was also, again, like, that was another movie that had, like, black characters. Like, Taraji's black, her ex is black, the kid is black, her quote-unquote father figure was black, like, the assassins were black, like, people won't like that shit. But then they'll be like, we love us because it's a whole family of black people. Yo, this dude is acting for his life. He's like screaming, like he can't reach the phone. He's like, my family needs me. I can't get to my family. Like, come here, you sick asshole. He's about to do it, y'all. He's about to do it. He's about to do it. He's about to do it. He's about to get the saw. He's about to do it. Look, he's taking off his belt. He's taking off his shirt. He's going to make a tourniquet. He's about to make a tourniquet. Adam's like crying. Adam's like, no, don't do it. Adam's like, oh my God, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Adam's freaking out. Adam's freaking out. Look at them acting. Oh my God, he's cutting through his foot. He's doing it. He's cutting through his leg. Look at Adam screaming. Adam screaming. Adam screaming like he cutting through Adam's leg. Adam's freaking out. Adam's freaking out. And look, they're not really showing him cutting through his leg. We know he's cutting through his leg, but they're not showing it. They're showing Adam freaking out. In the later Saw movies, they would show it. That's why when people be like, oh, Saw, and the torture porn and the gore, I'd be like, the first one really wasn't that gory. Like, they barely show anything. Ooh! Like, we see the blood on his face. That's it. And we see Adam freaking. Imagine if you were in a room with somebody that was cutting their fucking foot off. That was, like, cutting their leg. Look at, like, the slobber. He's, like, crying. It's done. He's done. He did it. He's out. He's outie. Adam's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Adam's freaking out. Adam's freaking out. He shot Danny Glover. This is a great movie, Davey. This is my movie. What are you doing? Oh my God. I mean, he should have at least left Adam the gun, like, so that Adam could have killed himself. Yo, the doctor really looks half dead. I want to live. I want to live. Where are we in the comments? Sorry, that was an intense-ass scene. Proud Mary was Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne. I like Proud Mary. Where can you watch Proud Mary? It's not out anymore. It came out last year. Oh shit, he about to do it. I would love to see Taraji and Keanu team up. I really like the trailer for the third John Wick that had Halle Berry with them dogs. That looked cool. If Proud Mary and John Wick were sharing a universe, wouldn't that be cool? You fucking bastard. I'd be freaking out about him doing this in the same room as me. When Mary came back to her house shot and the kid was scared. And she was like, I'm okay, baby, go to bed. I love when black movies sound like a black person wrote the dialogue. Look, Adam's still alive. Adam about to beat the shit out of this nigga. Adam about to beat his ass with the fucking back of the toilet. Beat his ass, Adam. Beat his ass. Woo! See, but they're still not showing it. They're just showing the blood of Adam beating his ass. Adam beat his ass till the fucking toilet back broke. Adam had enough. He's stressed out. Davey, do it! Do it! The makers of saw Hostel do well, decided they wanted to get some of that torture porn money. Right, like, Adam's like, don't leave me. I mean, I would be fucked up. Like, Lawrence, how you gonna leave me in here? Lawrence, at least toss me the fucking saw. Come on, Lawrence. Lawrence not about to bring nobody back. Lawrence cut his foot off. He's been bleeding from his leg for the last 10 minutes. He's probably gonna die, like, halfway crawling out of here. Y'all saw how pale he was. He went out that door with a purpose, with his bloody foot. Poor Adam. Even this little bit of blood and guts makes me quiver. I can only imagine the pain and smell. Proud Mary has been on TV lately. Stars or HBO. I think Proud Mary's on Showtime or Stars. Halle Berry with Keanu. If he broke his foot, he could get out too. Yeah, like, do something, Adam. Like, I would not remain chained to the motherfucking wall in the bathroom with 2 dead bodies. Not. That would be a bloodbath. Proud Mary and John Wick together. That's the movie I need to see. Yes. Well, we haven't got to the end yet, David. Adam is gonna die in the room. Adam's gonna die in the room. Because Adam didn't follow the rules. Proud Mary is like a black long kiss goodnight. Something like that. Right, Raise the Random Girl. Toss me the phone or something. This is the part. This is the part. It's the rules. Us could have easily been a story about second-gen black immigrants. Why are they playing black Americans? You know why. Look! Look at John. He just got up off the floor. The first time I saw this movie, I freaked the fuck out in the movie theater at this part. It's a twist, bitch. It's a motherfucking twist. A twist. I love a good twist. One of the best twists ever in a movie. I think Adam he wouldn't have been able to function after this, even if he had got out. Look at his face. Game over. Game over. The key to that chain is in the bathtub. And the first thing you did was let the water out of the bathtub, Adam, you dumbass. And the doctor, nigga has cancer. Amanda, Zepp, Dr. Gordon, Adam. He zapped the shit out of your ass. He was zapping your ass from inside the room. He was inside the room with you the whole time. He knew your plan the whole time. Game over, bitch. You better lock your ass in there. You're gonna die, Adam. You're dead. Game over. It's my movie. And he turned the light off. You gonna lock your ass in there to die in the dark. Horrible death. Poor Adam. Screaming. Horrible. Great movie. Great movie. Poor Adam. He couldn't reach the phone. And then John turned the lights off. Adam died in that room. They showed his corpse in Saw 6. Yeah, we've done Gothica and it was good. I want to see an all-black whodunit movie. This right here was a mindfuck when I first saw it. This movie, the first Saw, is one of the best thrillers of all time ever, in my opinion. Like, it's a great movie. It's a great story. It has a really great tone, and it has an amazing twist at the end that you do not see coming, period. And people always talk about the torture and the gore, and I'd be like, this movie didn't even have a lot of torture and gore. But the later movies that came kind of, like, fucked it up. I'm over this and everything else. The key was lit. OMG, my heart. They never talk about the twist in this movie like they did for The Sixth Sense. And it's also like people forget that like Danny Glover was in this movie as well. Jigsaw rising up was horrifying. I was like, the shock, bitch. The motherfucking shock. This movie is fucked up. What a way to go. He was there alive the whole time. That's the part that gets me. Right, they thought they was making all these plans. They turned the light off and they was whispering. He was in there with them the whole time alive, zapping them. He had the buzzer in his hand. The fact that he was in there with them the whole time is so scary. Like, Jigsaw is petty. That twist is so good. The only requirement for Beesbake is that it has to have at least one black main character. Kai, that's the requirement. We're talking about Saw. Can you imagine being in the theater when this first came out? When Saw first came out, I saw it in the theater. I saw this movie in the theater. I saw it in the theater. Saw's not that old. You want to do Kingdom Come? I feel like we've done Kingdom Come before, haven't we? They should have been poking his ass with the saws. How are the people when Jigsaw stood up? In the theater, everybody was freaking the fuck out. We were all freaking out. I mean, I was probably too young to have seen this movie in the theater, too. I saw it with my mom, because my mom used to take me to go see everything. Everything. Every movie. What year did this come out? 2004. Yeah, this movie came out 2004. It's not that old. 2004 is 15 years ago. I wasn't old enough to see it by myself. I definitely wasn't old enough to see it by myself. I'm sure it was rated R for violence. I definitely wasn't old enough to see it by myself. I'm pretty sure I saw this movie with my mom. And it was really freaky as fuck. I saw it in a theater. I was shook. I wish I could have watched Saw with y'all. I had a big popcorn and everything. Oh yeah, my mom was awesome. That was my bestie. I mean, we're still best friends. Every Saturday, we used to go to the movies. Because the movie theater we used to go to used to have $5 tickets on Saturdays. Rented it at Hollywood Video. I was just talking about Blockbuster the other day. Every Friday after school, my mom used to take me to Blockbuster, and she would let me pick out movies for the weekend to watch. Like three movies to check out, to rent. And I used to love going in the horror section and looking at all the horror movies. That's what we used to do Friday nights, and then Saturday we used to get up and go to the movies at Wheaton Movie Theater. And we used to go to the library. She would take me to the Wheaton Library, and she would let me check out books for the week. I would get like 10 books for the week, and I read all the books during the week, and the next Saturday we'd go back, and we would return them, and then I'd get a new set. And there used to be a Blockbuster by my school, my high school, so I used to like go to that Blockbuster and buy candy. Why are you typing in all caps about being Mary Jane? Who cares? Is it that serious? Like, why are you yelling? You know, like, typing in all caps is like yelling. You know that, right? It's like yelling on the internet. I saw in the theater. It was only 4 people in there. We were all mind-boggled. I was always in the horror section. Seren was in that matinee for her $5 tickets. Yup. That's how I saw Carrie. I miss Hollywood Video. Those trips were an experience. I feel bad for Gen Z. They don't know. I miss Blockbuster. I remember Hollywood Video, but I didn't go to that many Hollywood Videos. But I used to stay in Blockbuster. Reading cast be like shouting voices in your head. Right. I'd be like, whoa, I feel attacked. Bro. Are you trying to like imply something? I used to go to Blockbuster with my dad. We get a Sega Genesis game and a bunch of straight-to-video horror movies or thrillers. Blockbuster was everything. I used to go to Blockbuster and get Twizzlers and Raisinets movies. Right, Queen? Like, take the caps off. Blockbuster was the move. When they went out of business, I went there to get cheap DVDs. I used to rent video games from Blockbuster. I see y'all talking about can Lupita act. I saw Queen of Catsway. It was wonderful. And Lupita was wonderful in it. I'm just going to throw that out there. I watched it on an airplane. Y'all know I'd be watching movies on an airplane. I'd be like, this is my opportunity to watch a movie for free. I'd be watching mad movies I'd never seen before. Queen of Catsway was great. And she was wonderful in it. Like, she was wonderful as the mom. She was really, 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 really amazing. I would like to see her in more roles like that. Yes, I will buy my motherfucking Raisinets, Ebony. I just had some yesterday when I saw Captive State. Yes, I did. Hollywood Video was right up the street from me. Closest Blockbuster was a 15-minute drive. Lupita can act. That's not the issue with us. Yeah. My issue is not her being cast because I think she can't act. I have an issue with her and motherfucking Winston Duke playing Black Americans. Especially considering this is now a pattern with Jordan Peele because he also cast fucking this nigga Daniel Kaluuya that I despise to play one and Get Out. It's weird. And I also just don't like Jordan Peele's movies. I feel like they're dumb. feel like they're for white people. They're black movies for white people, which we already discussed. I was 11 or 12 when I seen it with my grandma. Blockbuster brings back so many memories. Queen of Cotsway was a very good movie. I feel like chocolate-covered raisins have to be an exception to the no raisin rules. Motherfucking yogurt-covered raisins are delicious as well. Don't at me, bro. My go-to movie candy is the Sour Patch and the chocolate-covered cookie dough bites. No, I know. I'm just saying I know people have been saying that her acting was bad. I'm just saying for me, that's my issue with the movie. Netflix still has that option, the DVD option. My mom still has it. My mom and my stepdad, they have the streaming and they have the DVD. They still get DVDs mailed to the house. Because there's stuff that they don't have for streaming. And a lot of the stuff they don't have for streaming, they'll have it in DVD. Sour Patch Kids are good. Yogurt covered raisins are the bomb.com, Ebony. Craisins are where it's at. Yogurt covered or white chocolate raisins are much better than regular chocolate. I got banned from working for Hollywood Video after a white customer called me buckwheat for not refunding his broken VCR. On that note, me stubbornly refusing to admit that I fucks with yogurt-covered raisins. On that note, we gonna get out of here. This chat is getting buck wild. He said he spit on him. You said you spit on him. You spit on the white dude at Hollywood Video. That's what he said. He said he spit on him. It's a good reason as any to get fired, my dude. He called you buckwheat for not refunding his VCR and you spat on him and got fired. I feel like we can go ahead and end the Beast Bake right there. Reparations. Reparations. That's mad real. Kudos to you, Mr. Goldstein, for that. It's the realest thing I've read all day. Somebody said they wanted to watch Kingdom Come last week. I seen y'all saying y'all wanted to watch Proud Mary. We've watched Kingdom Come. I saw somebody else say Moonlight. I feel like we've watched Moonlight too. I know we haven't watched Proud Mary though. So I might be leaning towards Proud Mary. But I thought we already... We definitely haven't... I know we haven't watched Proud Mary. I know for a fact we haven't watched Proud Mary. No, you know I don't like watching stuff with rape scenes. Something funny. I mean, Proud Mary's not funny, but it's like action, shoot 'em up. It's not something you have to like really think about. I know somebody had also requested like months ago. What was the one, the church and the ATM First Sunday. So if you want something funny, and I see you guys also talking about hood movies, maybe First Sunday. First Sunday was suggested a long time ago too, and we never did it. Oh, Queen suggested it. We never do Queens. We should do First Sunday because we never do Queen suggestions. And they're always good. Okay, it's between First Sunday and Proud Mary. I see you want Proud Mary, Davey. First Sunday was really funny. What? Ori, you should have spat on him like Mr. Goldstein did. 1, hold on, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, listen. We have 4 votes for Proud Mary, and we have 4 votes for First Sunday. So next vote is the tiebreaker. Sponge Domi voted for Proud Mary, so that's 5 for Proud Mary, 4 for First Sunday. So Proud Mary next week, Proud Mary next week, and then First Sunday the week after that. Sponge Domi was the tiebreaker. you gonna change your vote? Okay, I will put a poll in the community tab. Because Davey just tried to change his vote. Now y'all are changing votes. Queen says she's upset. Okay, Queen, I think let's do First Sunday. Because Queen suggested First Sunday a really long time ago. She really did. I remember. Queen, we will do First Sunday next week. And then we'll do Pride Mary the week after that. I feel like that's fair. That's fair. We can do First Sunday. Let's do First Sunday. We're going to do First Sunday next week for you, Queen. Because you really suggested it a long ass time ago. I remember. Because we were talking. I remember I was like, oh yeah, the movie with the church and the ATM. We'll do First Sunday and then Proud Mary. Bye, y'all. Y'all too much. Bye. Goodbye. You guys want to stick to the same time? It seemed like it worked for more people for next week. I think we're going to stick to the same time. We'll do First Sunday next week and then Proud Mary. We're going to stick to the same time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It seemed like that worked for more people. Okay, cool. Awesome.